Hey everybody, it is day 2 of Hope for Every Day, doing life together. Thank you for joining me. If you're able to tune in and listen, my Facebook friends in Birmingham, another big hello. And I'm just so glad that you're able to join us. I am so excited about starting this project. And what we're doing is we would like for you guys to use this blog as your voice. We want to hold the blog and I'll speak, but I want you to write into us and let us know what you're struggling with, what you have a question about, life in general. And I want to talk about it when we do this live on Facebook every day and kind of help do life together with each other, because it is hard to do by yourself. It was kind of a cool thing I wanted to share with you guys today. I had a lady contact me actually yesterday, and she said to me, she said, "Christy, I don't know that God loves me, and how could he love me with everything that I've done in my past?" And it just kind of took my breath for a minute. And the only thing I could think to describe to her was this. I was reading over, and this is actually in, let's see, Matthew 27, and it started with verse 27 in the NLT translation. And I told her, I said, "How could you think that God doesn't love you? Let me just share with you how much he does." And I almost have to get this picture in my head every day of what he went through for me, so I don't have to carry any guilt and shame for what I've done in my past and the hurt I've caused to other people. So here we go. Let's look at this for just a minute. In verse 28, it says that they stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him. Then they twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on his head. And I want you to try to picture that as I talk about it. Just kind of close your eyes and hear what I'm saying. They put a staff in his right hand. They knelt in front of him and mocked him. How many times have we had people mock us or make fun of us or try to damage our name or whatever? He knows, because he had the same thing done to him. They spit on him and took the staff and struck him on the head again and again and again. They led him away to crucify him. Then they forced him to carry his own wooden cross of where he knew he was going to get hung and crucified. They also offered Jesus wine to drink mixed with gall. After he tasted it, he refused to drink it. When they crucified him, they divided up his clothes and was trying to decide to cast lots of who was going to get his clothes. Above the head of that wooden cross that he carried was written the charge against him. "This is Jesus, King of the Jews." The two thieves that were on the side of him were saying, "If you're God, do something, help us." He was trusting God to rescue him, just as we do so many times in our life. It's when we call out to him in our troubles that we say, God, where are you? Why aren't you showing up in this situation? I don't understand what's going on. And he called out to God, his Father, just the way that we do. Verse 45, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, "Eli, Eli," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And you can imagine, if this was you and your child, his mom and sister had to sit back and watch as this whole thing took place. Immediately, one of them got a sponge, filled it with wine vinegar, put it on the staff, and offered it to Jesus to drink. He didn't again. Jesus cried out again in a loud voice, and that's when he gave up his spirit. The last thing that he said was, "It is finished." I wanted to share that with you guys just to let you know that when you think about everything that you've done wrong, just remember, when he took that nail in his hand, that was for your guilt and shame. When he took one whip on his back, that was for every wrong that we have ever done in our life. He did that day, you guys, so we don't have to carry around that burden. All the things that I've done wrong in life, parenting, prior to my Christian days, the way I raised my children, every bit of that has brought a new hope in my life, only because I know that I don't have to carry that guilt with me every day of the people I've hurt in the past. Don't misunderstand me. This doesn't give you a right to go out and sin and just think that God forgives us of everything we've ever done. Just like in my situation with my children, there are consequences that we have to pay. And so those consequences I still have to live through. But on the other side of that, I know that God is a good God and that he loves you so much. And everything you've ever done in your life, it's finished. He did that for you that day on the cross. So when you think about everything you've done wrong, think of him that day. You don't want to make him look like he did that for nothing. I love everybody and I love a lot of people, but I'm not so sure that I could ever put my child on a cross and sit back with my daughter and watch it. So I hope that this has brought you some encouragement and some hope. I want you guys to email us at hopeknowsyourname@gmail.com. Please get on our blog, hopeforeveryday.com. Message me of what you want to hear about. I want to be your voice. You will never be named on this. You will never ever be called out or recognized, but we want to talk to you about what it is that you're struggling with. So we look forward to sharing with you guys tomorrow. And for today, we're doing life together. See you guys tomorrow. Be blessed.